Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex setups for today. So just starting off with EurUsd on the weekly chart, just to highlight something. And you can see we had a couple of weeks of pretty strong rally, breaking through some key levels on the way up. And we've basically been going sideways for quite a few weeks now. And you can see something similar happened here. And then obviously the break was the downside, and we continued. So at the moment, until we break out of this consolidation, this is what's going to continue. So we're waiting for the elections at the moment, and I just want to use this level here just to pull you. I'll show you now what we're looking at here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you've got a whole lot of chaos along there, and now we're testing this area again. And if I just swing across to the left, you'll see it was used as support before. These two levels are pretty critical. You can see that was used as resistance. This area here has been used as support and probably resistance in the past. You see there. Okay, so this level here, weekly level of 116.491. Okay, so now you can see the structure on the weekly, and you can see what price is doing between those two levels, and that is essentially our range. Okay, so we've tagged the bottom, we've tagged this level again. Now the question is it going to hold? If it's going to hold, I would expect us to move right back to the upside here, and what we want to be doing is looking at the 1 hour at the moment, and you can see, as I said yesterday, probably I moved to the bottom of the range. It shot past this area here, but now coming back up. So this weekly support is going to be pretty strong. So as far as I'm concerned, you're probably looking for opportunities to buy here to move back up to the top. However, I would suspect we would more than likely settle somewhere in the middle. So something along the lines of that. So 117.646. That's kind of what I would expect us to do. I'm going to move into this area and then go into a proper sideways, this sort of a mini range of sort inside this bigger range just before the election. So anyway, I'm staying out of this. You can see there's a lot of weekly support there, and I think if you look at US dollar, Japanese yen, we have exactly the same scenario here. Okay, so this level here is being very well defended, 104.334, and if you look to the left, you can see why. There is a possibility for us to drop a little bit lower on the weekly, which is 103.358, but I suppose overall the trend has been down. Okay, it's been a messy trend down, but overall the trend is down. At the moment we are looking like we're going sideways. As I said yesterday, this is a strong level, so I wouldn't want to be shorting on this level because you're going to get buyers coming up. So there's nothing really at play here. You're looking to be short on the pullbacks. We've had a pullback, but we have broken above that swing high there. Okay, so looking at the hour, you can see we've broken above the moving average, coming back onto the moving average at the moment. So we've also broken a little bit of a trend line here as well. There it is there. So by the looks of things, possibly a move to the upside, but again, I wouldn't pay too much attention to the dollar at the moment, not with the elections next week. So for me at the moment, that's also just sit on the sideline. The higher time frames trend is down, lower time frames we're bouncing around like a yo-yo. I think if this finds some support, you should have a double bottom target here with a measured move of into that area there, which is 104.965. Okay, and I don't think there is another trend line higher up. Let's just get this onto it. Not going to line up anyway. So yeah, that would make sense. Move back up to this area. Just keep going in this mini range that we're in at the bottom here. Okay. So anyway, nothing really on offer there. I think we're going to continue this sideways motion until at least next week. Okay, looking at Euro Aussie dollar. So we were looking for this breakdown. We got the breakdown. We broke below this level. Okay, so basically nullified that attempt. So that's 165546. But since then we've broken above it again, and now we've come back onto it. Now, by the looks of things, same scenario here. So we've had that strong move up. We're looking for it to pull back onto support. This is one of the areas that we're looking for at the moment. But look at this chaos. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Sideways as well. There's nothing really on offer here either. So for me, if this can hold, if we can get some proper bullish price action here, there may be an opportunity for a long, but I just don't trust it right now. And you can see that would give us to the next level, measured move target of 167.84. But at the moment we are sideways, above and below the moving average, not really trending anywhere, not something I want to trade. Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, so this is the one that I really did expect us to get moving, but we are forming a bit of a wedge, but I think the original idea is nullified at the moment, and that idea was this head and shoulders break, and my neckline was roughly in that area there, which is 093829. We did break, we went sideways, then we broke properly, then we came back into this triangle. I think I spoke about this yesterday. There it is there. Okay, and now we've broken the triangle and we've tested the break. So there's a good possibility that this break holds. I'd basically be looking for something on the 15-minute just to see what kind of price action we're getting, but we're getting bullish price action here. So is it coming up to test this triangle? We'll have to wait and see. If we get a second attempt there and a reversal off that as a double top, and we're going to have to wait for the Europe Open for that, then I may look at that for a short. But at this stage, that is sideways, but we are below the moving average at the moment, so a very good possibility that this is going to move back down to the downside. So that's one thing to watch out for. There is a short brewing there, so that's Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. British pound, Japanese yen. So the play played out yesterday, so let's just get to that. So we had this wedge forming, and we had the break of the wedge, and straight down onto, it wasn't really a measured move target, but there was a target to the left here. There we go. And you can see pretty much straight onto target and then reversed off. Okay, so that wedge break has happened. We've still got this downward trend line. I would be looking for more. Okay, there's actually been an entry already on this retest here. So the only thing that concerns me is this pin bar to the upside, or pin bar to the downside, pin bar to the upside, engulfing inside bar. So there's a lot of confusion at this level. We are drifting lower again at the moment, but just watch out for a double bottom here for a move back to come and test this trend line. Any move back up into this area, 135924, would more than likely be a good shorting area. However, look where the moving average is at the moment. So that would be quite far above the moving average. So the probability of that happening is not really that great at the moment. Okay. Yeah, I think that one's done. I think I don't think there's another opportunity here. I'd be watching to see possibly a double bottom and then get the long up, because if that is a double bottom, it breaks moving average, which may be a trend change. So that's kind of the only setup I see there. I don't really see something apart from this little gap here. It's still open. Let's just put that in. So there's a little gap here over there, 134546. So maybe just another attempt at this level, and then possibly just sideways or another gentle move to the upside. But I think anything up to 135.361, kind of where we are now, if this level can hold, if we can get some during the open, if we can get some kind of a bearish price action off there, then I would be tempted to take that short, and then just aim for, I don't even think I'd aim for that gap. I'd aim pretty much for 134646 again. Okay, anyway, but I think I'll be sitting on the sidelines today, and we'll wait for the elections at the moment. Aussie dollar, US dollar, another one that played out, and target was hit. You can see this area here was our target, 0.70170. So we had a pretty strong move down onto it, rejection off it, close off it, and now we're looking at some bullish price action. Problem that I have is we have a pretty strong move down, and then we are now above the moving average. So we're going to have to break above 0.70770, and that could be a double bottom, which would then move us pretty much to the top of the range. Although I wouldn't trade for the top of the range, I would be trading for this area here because of the support that was here. So that is support that should be flipped to resistance. So that's 0.71066. Just remember, we are sideways, range bound, so whatever trade you want to do, you're going to be taking profit early. Okay, I don't think there's anything on the weekly here except for a pretty strong weekly move and what looks like a potential double bottom, but I don't like this weekly bar at the moment, which is red. It should be the other way around, should be red, and then this one should be green, and that would give us confirmation that's some sort of a flag coming back onto support. But you can see this weekly level here of 0.70170 is a pretty strong area, so I'll be surprised to see that give way. This week you're probably going to find it's just going to stay in amongst these levels that I've given you now. But ultimately we're looking for a base to be formed for a move to the upside. But again, Aussie dollar, US dollar, so we'll just stay out of it until next week, wait for the elections and the dust to settle. Pound Aussie dollar, the last pair we're looking at, so we're still very much in these levels I gave you yesterday. We're coming back onto this 183.251, so that's the area that I'd be watching at the moment. So if you look at the chaos that we had yesterday, big up, big down, big confusion on the moving average, below the moving average. So I would be watching, I think there's two little levels here, and they do look like they're Fibonacci level as well, which is there. So 61.8 is right in this zone as well. So we've got a lot happening around 183.251, or alternatively 183.136. So that's the area to be watching. But again, looking at this massive move up, massive move down, complete confusion at the moment. There's no trend brewing. This is all heading sideways. So again, not something that I want to be trading. So we'll just wait and see what transpires with the politicians at the moment. I think that's the best advice I can give. It's always a good idea to take a break as well, which I'm probably looking to do today. So there's really no forex opportunities for me. We'll have a look at it again once the elections are over, and that basically means we're waiting till Tuesday next week to see it. So Wednesday will probably be when trading will pick up again. Okay, anyway guys, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.